guys, it's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review. And today we are taking at the WWE Mattel Retro 4-pack, which is exclusive to MattelCreations.com. That is the only place you're going to be able to grab this. First and foremost, I'd like to send a huge thank you to the Mattel team for sending me this set to review for you guys and give you kind of a first-hand look and see what all these retro figures are about. So if you are new to the retro line, they are based on the old Hasbros from the early 90s. Very smaller action figures, again, based on with less articulation, really kind of a throwback to what a lot of the 90s kids grew up with. And the artwork on this packaging does look great. So in this set, you do have the Hart Foundation with Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. You have Jimmy Hart and Nikolai Volkoff. So since the retro line has returned, this is the second wave that has been thrown up on MattelCreations.com. We originally did have kind of a WrestleMania one set. It had Mean Gene, Cowboy Bob, Rowdy Piper, and Mr. T. There is another set coming. Remember, these retros are also going to be a different set, not this particular one. We're getting an NWO set, which will be exclusive to Ringside Collectibles. So if you guys are retro fans, we are getting more figures. But look at this awesome kind of throwback image. You get the images of each wrestler on the front. Official Retro 4-pack Mattel logo here on the bottom right corner. Up top, you can see the old vintage WWE logo. Obviously, can't use WWF. Nice side profile here. You can see that. The box really does look great. The Mattel packaging team really does an amazing job with these exclusives. They really do look great. Flipping on the other side and on the back of the box. Tell me how vintage that looks. The black and white. Really do like how it looks. You got the 4 figures on the bottom here. Don't think there's anything on the bottom but the barcode. And the box does open up here. You can see, just kind of pop it open, slide them out, and that is how your figures are packed. You can see they are on their own individual carding. So there's Jim. Here we got a few more. Get this box out of the way to create some space. So here's Bret. Looks really great. You have Nikolai Volkoff and Jimmy Hart. So you do get 4 figures in the set. Again, they're on their individual carding. Let's kind of clean up and look at each carding one by one. So taking a look at Nikolai Volkoff, you can see the awesome image, kind of a throwback to the Hasbro line. You get the authentic superstar moves, Nikolai Volkoff here. The figure does look pretty good, a little cartoony. Again, it's not supposed to be more of a realistic. It's really, again, a throwback. Take a look at the back of the card itself. You get a little card cut out here too. Really vintage looking. Got the other figures in the wave. And looks like he's got the kicking action here. Again, I'm not a big retro guy. But these really do hit you with the nostalgic feels. Moving on to Jimmy Hart. Looks great in the packaging as well. Love the managers. So we did get Mean Gene in the first set. Now you're getting Jimmy. And he's just a classic character. I would love to have this paired with my Hulk Hogan. Obviously with a different gear. But you can see the kind of same layout as Nikolai. And he's got the kind of pull arms down. You can see where they kind of, you pull them up, pull them back, and they slam forward. Really does look great. Next up, let's look at Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Really looks good. Again, we've gotten this in elite form too, so it does look great. I feel like these figures look a lot better on carding. I know some of these guys, you guys like to open them to save on display, but you know, they really do look nice. So again, a nice vintage feel. Looks like he's got a power slam torso tilt, so that is interesting. Does look great. And I'm sure the one that a lot of you guys are going to be interested in is Bret the Hitman Hart, probably the biggest star from the set. Take a look at the packaging. Love the vintage look of Bret. Again, these look great on card. So he's got kind of the pullback arm, kind of like clothesline action. You can see the nice carding here as well. But anyways, we're going to come back and open all 4 of these out of their packaging. And starting us off, so we are taking a look at Nikolai Volkoff out of his packaging. And again, the nice retro Hasbro feel to these figures. You can see very minimalistic on the paint deco here. He does have the red trunks with the little blue design here on the side. He does have the hat, which is sculpted on. It is not removable. And I feel like that's the way it should be, especially with these retro figures. Again, not much articulation to it. The arm does kind of rotate around. He does kind of have that little shinier plastic you can see on the torso. Looking at the back, again, the red trunks with the kind of maroon looking boots with the red knee pads. And it's funny, I actually don't have a Nikolai Volkoff in my collection. This is the first one I have. And you can see the retro itself does have the action here where he kicks. So you can bring the leg back and he will kick forward. Again, something very old school. That's really the vibe they're going for. So, and you know what? This stuff, this line isn't for everyone. But if you guys grew up in the Hasbro era, this is a great figure to add to your collection. Next up, we have Jimmy Hart out of the packaging. So you can see he does have some nice deco hits with the actual jacket. You can see the music notes on there. It's mainly a white jacket, but does have kind of the pink lapels here on the front. Really do like that attention to detail. And you can see even his tie's got the piano keys on there with a black shirt underneath. Very similar to the Legends figure, I feel like we got not too long ago. And we will bring that figure in for some comparisons. Again, this I want to say is Jimmy's third Mattel. Technically, we had the Legends figure. We got the Build-A-Figure from the Royal Rumble set. And now we have this retro figure. So again, just like Volkoff, the glasses are sculpted on. So those type of accessories usually are sculpted onto the figure itself. And like I said, I feel like it just makes sense. But the actual mic or blowhorn, whatever you want to call it, is removable. And this is very similar to the versions we got with the Elite Jimmy Hart. If you guys can take a look at that. Got the nice heart designs on there, the little red paint here. Got the handle. I do feel like maybe it's a tad big. It's passable. I'm not going to complain about it. At least they included, but a little big for my liking. But it does look pretty nice. Again, you can see the designs on the jacket on the sides. Jimmy Hart on the back. More music notes here. His action is the arm. Kind of like flips forward. You guys can see that there. I do like the likeness of the head scan. Look at that hair, man. Look at the volume, man. That is Jimmy Hart for sure. One of my favorite managers of all time. The pants are just kind of plain black. But again, some nice design to it. And this will look great in your display, especially if you're a big Jimmy Hart fan. And for your comparisons, here we have the Legends Jimmy Hart figure. Still one of my favorites in my collection. You can see the jackets are a different design. He's got the hearts versus the music notes on there. I do love this little kind of like screaming scan or kind of like yelling scan. Again, Jimmy Hart, one of my favorite managers of all time. I would love to get him in like the Mega Maniacs here. That would be pretty sick. And next up, we have Jim the Anvil Neidhart. I absolutely love this head scan. Look at him with the screaming, kind of laughing scan. That is pretty awesome. Again, the glasses are sculpted on there. They are not removable. You can see he does have the single heart here for the Hart Foundation tag team when they wrestled back in the late 80s, early 90s. He's kind of got the nice little stripe going down with the pink tights underneath. Looks really good. Got the Anvil logos even on the boots itself. Little deco here with the pink too. I really do like how that looks. Got the Anvil on the back. Solid figure for a retro. And again, he's got that upward kind of diaphragm joint. I think it's like the airplane spin or whatever they're calling it. But it does look pretty good. I do like the features to it. Again, minimal articulation with the retro line, but this does look pretty damn cool. And for your Anvil comparison, so we have the Elite version here on the right versus the retro. Kind of go with the similar vibes. You can see the difference in the pink. I feel like the actual pink on the Elite is maybe a little duller, and this is obviously a little shinier, probably due to the plastic, but the shades are slightly different, if you can see that. And the last figure we're taking a look at today is the Hitman. You can see, again, based off of the Hart Foundation tag team run, he does have the Hart logo here on his singlet. Similar to the Anvil, he's got the black stripe running down the pink tights on the side. He's got the stars on his boots, if you guys can see that. Black knee pads, same on the other side. He does have Hitman with a star on the back of his tights. Again, he does have the molded on glasses. They do not come off. And that head scan actually is a good likeness. I feel like a lot of people complain. Bret is one that Mattel has yet to really nail 100%. I do like even the sculpting with the hair. That is very Bret Hart-esque, if you ask me. Articulation-wise, the arms do rotate, and he does have the clothesline action here. This actually does rotate 360 as well and comes in and out like this. And the gimmick with him is if you twist him, he hits you with that big clothesline. So this does look pretty good. I do like how this came out, and I really am, again, digging that head scan. For your Bret Hart comparison, unfortunately, I don't have the Elite counterpart to the retro figure here, but I figured it'd be fun to bring in the Ultimate Edition Bret Hart to kind of give you some scale comparisons and just a different look to see how this Bret stacks up. Before we wrap up here with some final thoughts, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. For all you guys new to the channel, thank you so much for checking out this video review. Hope you have enjoyed, and will subscribe for more reviews coming up down the road. We still have the Jazzwares Supreme Walmart exclusive Cody Rhodes to go up. And coming this week, we also do have the Ringside Collectibles exclusive Mega Powers 2-pack. Very excited for that one. Make sure to turn on your notification bells and stay tuned to this channel for some great in-depth reviews of both of those sets coming up very soon. Again, thank you to Mattel for sending me these retro figures to review for you guys. I really do appreciate it. And I'll be honest, I really do think this is a solid set. All the figures look really great. I do like the likeness to all these figures for what they are, retro figures. They're supposed to be a little bit more of like a caricature of the actual wrestler, not so much like a spot-on exact replica of what we're getting with some Elites or Ultimates, but they just look really nice. I feel like they're even, you know, more than just a character. They actually do have some great likeness to each wrestler and superstar. Really do like how Jimmy Hart came out. Love the hair and the face sculpt. Bret Hart, one of the best sculpts we've had, honestly, for the Mattel line. A great likeness to him. The Anvil from top to bottom looks great. And even Nikolai Volkoff. I really do like these figures. I think these are a little more available. One, I think they are making more of these retros based on how they've been selling on Mattel Creations. Again, that is the only place you're going to find these. And also, I feel like maybe they're not... This set is lacking that huge superstar that maybe guys would want. If you're on the fence, I say go ahead and grab them. They are, again, these figures are great. If you only want a certain particular one, I know a lot of people have voiced their frustration saying maybe they only want the Hart Foundations and figures and they don't want Jimmy or Nikolai. I mean, this is the model Mattel is going to go with to kind of make sure that all these figures don't just, you know, sit. If they release these individually, I'm sure there'd be a ton more Volkoff than, say, Bret Hart. So it only makes sense for them to give you a bundle of 4 kind of themed figures or sets that kind of make sense with these figures going together. And again, for $55, I don't think it's too bad. I mean, they're like about, what, $15 a figure after shipping and tax. So you can always buy them and flip the ones you don't want. I'm sure they'll find a good home for some other collector. But I highly recommend this set. I really do like the way they came out. And again, these are available only on MattelCreations.com. Go on there, make sure to grab your order before they actually do sell out. And I'm really happy with Mattel having another way of getting us exclusive figures. Not only do we have Ringside, we have Target, we have Walmart. Now we have Mattel Creations. So just another avenue for us to get some more awesome, great figures. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video review. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok for more great figure content. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll catch you all on the next one.